While folks in the town of Duxbury may enjoy the beach, they may not realize it doesn't actually belong to the town. It belongs to the Duxbury Beach Reservation, a non-profit group in charge of maintaining the area and in keeping the property in great shape for the town's residents. They hired a group of coastal geologists to do a study on how best to protect the beach from Mother Nature over the next few decades, and PCN stopped by to see their findings.
We're here tonight for a meeting to review a study that's being performed by the Woods Hole Group that's being funded by a grant from Coastal Zone Management, what's called CZM. And it's a study that's helping the Duxbury Beach Reservation to create a master plan, to look for the long term, taking into account all the processes that are happening on the beach from a scientific point of view, from waves to sea level rise to currents, sand migration. So Woods Hole Group has done a very interesting study, and we're looking forward to the results of that tonight.
Woods Hole Group is a marine environmental consulting firm, and we're working on the coastal processes that are affecting the Duxbury Barrier Beach. Primarily we're focused on the resiliency of the system, how to improve the resiliency, why things are eroding in certain areas, and how we might be able to enhance or mitigate that erosion.
Many people don't know it, but the Duxbury Beach is actually not owned by the town of Duxbury. It's owned by a nonprofit called the Duxbury Beach Reservation, Inc. And the Duxbury Beach Reservation, Inc. leases the beach to the town of Duxbury. And so all of the work that gets done on that beach is done actually by this nonprofit group.
We've collected a lot of data out there, so we're going to talk a little bit about the data collection, the waves and the currents and tides that influence the system. And then we did a lot of numerical modeling, looking at how those processes shape the beach, why things kind of do the things they do out there. And hopefully they'll also learn about maybe some different adaptation options and resiliency options that exist that can help the beach going forward.
Coastal geologist basically studies the historical formation of coastal landforms, and in that way we can understand the present-day processes, because the same processes that formed this barrier beach about 3,200 years ago, there were sand shoals off the coast. And those sand shoals eventually coalesced due to sea level rise and erosion and sand transport, basically coalesced into what we see today as the Duxbury Beach.
What we're going to be able to use a lot of this work for is justification for grants. And we do a lot of work with grant funding. And so we would like to be able to see if we can get more grants to actually help us fund some of this work.
I mean, in the midterm, right, I mean, there's resiliency options that you have. I mean, when you really start thinking about climate change and sea level rise, over the long term, of course, nature is going to win the battle. But there are, resiliency options that you can implement to hopefully extend the longevity of the protective nature of the Barrier Beach system.